All right, so very rarely do we come across a new discovery of a variety that has been hidden for nearly a century. But about 5 years ago, a lucky collector found what is probably one of the most notable, one of the most important doubled dyes that has gone undiscovered for about 95 years, up until it was discovered. And I remember it like it was yesterday. It was actually someone on the Collectors Universe forums that had found one, and it's been kind of like this talk of the town type coin. Collectors Universe, by the way, is owned by PCGS. They are a forum chat page over there at the Graders. I've been a member on there for over 10 years. And a lot of great stuff. It's more of an advanced forum, I guess you would say, because there's a lot of grade talk. There's a lot of talk of coins that traditionally we don't talk about regarding like stuff that we find in circulation. All right. So this is more of your kind of like collector's forum for a lot of the like the higher end or the more like nostalgic older coins. So it is appropriate that this one would pop up on there. And even since its discovery, I think and I believe that the news of this discovery has been suppressed for a reason. All right, whatever you want to kind of think about it. This is probably the first time you've heard about this variety. It's not even in the Cherry Picker's Guide, although I feel like it's going to be here with the newest edition. I don't know if it's coming out this year or next year. The pandemic has kind of changed that idea. It was supposed to be out by now, by the way. But call it like, you know, we're trying to keep this variety in-house on Collectors Universe, and we don't want to go out there and kind of talk about it, spread the news, so we can, for essentially 5-6 years, have first crack at looking through all of the scrap dimes. Because I am going to tell you, this is a variety that in piss poor shape is worth nearly $1,000. If you're able to find this common date variety in your scrap silver, congratulations. It's almost like winning the lottery. That's how significant it is. So we are going to talk about this variety today. I think it's time that it is, you know, shared with a lot of you, so that way you guys can capitalize on this beautiful variety. And it needs to be so. It needs to be talked about. You guys need to start pounding the pavement, looking through your silver, and start cherry picking this variety. So the coin in question today is going to be the 1919 Mercury dime. Okay, so a lot of you are going to say, well, you know, the old coins isn't really my thing. But I can identify and speak for a lot of you that you guys love silver, right? That's why we roll hunt. We look for silver. Roll hunting today is extremely popular for the mere fact that silver, this precious metal, has been one of the hot ticket items to come out of these bankrolls. All right, so everybody likes to stack silver, whether it's junk, 90%, 40%, or even some of the 999 fine 1 ounces, 2 ounces, 5 ounces, whatever the case may be. People love owning the actual physical material rather than trading the ETFs, all right, the paper stock. That's so boring. But a lot of people to this day have a lot of Mercury dimes that are in low grades. Some of them in a little bit higher grades too, XF, AU, and the coins aren't worth more than silver melt value. The 1919 date Mercury dime is one of them. It's actually a relatively common date. Now in high grades, it's a completely different animal. It's a very expensive coin in full split bands. You know, I've seen these sell in excess of $10, $15, $20,000 in my lifetime. So I know the coin in a high mint state is a difficult coin to find. But here is going to be your opportunity to cherry pick even some of the lowest grades. As a matter of fact, I have a few examples in this video of this variety in the lowest grades that's worth a lot of money. Alright, so it's the 1919 Mercury dime, and the spot that we are going to focus on the coin is going to be the motto. Check out the extreme spread of this doubling in the motto, "In God We Trust." Alright, you can see a lot of it in the word God especially, and then the final like 4 letters of trust. Alright, you get to the S and T. At first, I thought it was machine doubling, and then upon closer examination, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I think we have something here. This is upon first discovery 5-6 years ago. I remember and distinctly, kind of like a lot of us were talking about it on Collector's Universe. And this coin eventually ended up going to get attributed, and it was crowned as being a new double die obverse variety. As a matter of fact, it's categorized as FS101. Okay, this is no doubt going to be in the next edition of the Cherry Pickers Guide, Volume 2. This is a phenomenal discovery. This is probably the most significant discovery in probably 20 to 25 years. That's how major it is. All right, so we're going to also talk about how many of these exist total that have been graded by PCGS. Because they will attribute it with the FS101. If you did find one, I would highly recommend that you would grade it before you sell it. Okay, there's just no doubt about it. Grade it before you sell it. This is one of those varieties that has to be attributed on a slab label. You're going to maximize the amount of money that you make for it. Forget about greed for a second, because by the time I read off the populations for each grade of this coin that exists through PCGS, you'll understand why I say grade it. Don't worry about the actual numerical grade. Okay, it doesn't have to be a mint state 64 or 65. All right, so 15 total examples were graded by PCGS since the discovery of this example. 15, that's it, in what, 5-6 years? So it really comes down to only a certain select amount of people know the variety, and they are trying to hoard all the cherry picking rights to it. And it's just the news has not spread out in 5-6 years the way it should, and that's why I'm talking about it, and it needs to be talked about, especially before the Cherry Pickers Guide book comes out. All right, so the lowest grade on the totem pole is this one right here. It's a 1919 PCGS Genuine. It exhibits some pretty good environmental damage, so it's a coin that probably was dug or was subjected to some sort of chemical type of cleaner or something, and it's in pretty bad shape. But this one is available on eBay for $895 as it sits. Okay, so this is, you know, $895 is still nothing to sneeze at. It's a coin that's probably worth in that $500 to $600 range because there's a best offer option. But as you can see, it says DDO FS101 on the slab label. But this is the one coin that graded out details. It's the only one that exists. Now, the other ones that are out there that have graded, that are probably in collections, or, you know, there is one other one available on eBay. There's been a few that have sold on the auction circuit here in the last couple years. But there's one that graded Fair 2. The example that you see here is another one that's on eBay. This is one of 3 examples that graded About Good 3. Again, it says DDO FS101. And even at this grade level, the doubling is robust. It's really out there. It's slapping you upside of, you know, the cheek, and it's saying, hey, here I am. This thing is phenomenal. So this one's available for $1,500 on eBay currently. Okay, and check out the grade. AG3, are you kidding me? So it's a very valuable variety, even at the lowest grades. That's why I'm saying check your scrap silver for this one date. I'm guaranteeing you, you guys have at least one 1919 Philadelphia Mercury dime. All right, so it's 3 AG3s, 2 that graded in good 4 condition, 2 graded in very good 8, and one of those examples sold on Heritage Auctions September of 2018 for $2,880. Another one graded VG10. Another one graded Fine 12, and that example sold on Heritage actually earlier this year, April of 2020, for $3,240. One other example graded VF20. And here are your 2 highest graded specimens, ladies and gentlemen. One graded XF40, extremely fine 40. That one sold on Stax Bowers Galleries auctions August of 2018 for $7,800. And then finally, the top grade for this variety is XF45. PCGS has a price guide value of $10,000. No other coins exist with a higher grade. So think about the potential. Can you imagine being the first one to find an AU? Whether it's an AU 50 or 53, 55, whatever, an about and circulated coin with this variety would sell probably between $10,000 and $15,000. We're talking an expensive coin. AU is not, it's not like a top flight grade, okay? So if you're able to find one in that grade, you have a coin that is worth a fortune. Consider it an instant win lottery, all right, with incredible odds. But not many people are looking through their scrap silver to find stuff like this. Even if you found a lowball fair or AG coin, that's a coin that's still worth $1,000. That's a lot of money. And at that grade, you know, it's going to appeal more to someone else that wants the variety. But for people like me, are like, man, this thing grades out too low for me to keep, only because I'm an aesthetics guy. I'll go ahead and grade it and then sell it, and then profit like $900 off of it. It's a huge coin. And this is a coin that has remained out of the spotlight for the last 5 years. Up until now, I'm happy to be able to share this with you. This is a huge coin. Check all of your scrap silver. There's a lot of you out there, you know, some of my viewers that stack silver and enjoy just keeping this physical metal on hand. Check all of your dimes. Mercury dimes in this low grade state are simply worth melt value, but you could take that coin that's worth about $1.25 and turn it into $1,000. I would say that's a pretty good day right there. Okay, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. You guys get your magnifiers ready. Get ready to scour through eBay auctions and going through your scrap silver to look for this variety. This is a brand new one. It's going to be in the Cherry Picker's Guide, I would imagine. But you heard it here first. Okay, so make sure that if you enjoyed today's content, go ahead and hit the like button. Feel free to share the video, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel, BlueRidgeSilverhound, and hit that bell for instant notifications. So I want to thank you guys again. Coinaholics, we are discovering together, and I will see you on the next coin video. You guys take care, and good luck with the hunt.